for those who were here last week, we were talking a little bit about disaster movies, and the point being that, in my view anyway, an idea is something that usually comes with some sort of an emotional charge. It's like, you know, when you're in a difficult situation, someone says, "I have an idea," you know, you're either elated or excited or maybe a bit scared, depending on who the person is. But, you know, it's not something you just go, "Oh, okay." You know, if it's an idea, it usually matters. Anyway, so we're going to go out and carry on a little bit on the disaster theme, except this time I'm going to get you guys coming up with some ideas as solutions to a disaster. So let me show you the disaster. Hang on, let me just close that. So you can all see that? Mm-hmm. So this is a bridge in Taiwan. I'm not sure when it fell down, but it fell down. And obviously this is a problem. And what I like about this problem, though obviously it's not much to like, given it probably destroyed some people's lives, but it's the kind of problem where you can't just fix it. You know, the solution, we need a bridge, is not like, yeah, okay, you know, get on the phone, get a new bridge. It's not going to happen. So we need to find some kind of a solution. So what I want you guys to do is, and I'm going to put you into some groups and give you 5 minutes to have a go at this, is to come up with some solutions to this problem, to come up with some ideas. But to guide that, I want to first suggest this, that, okay, we need a bridge, but first we need a bridge. So what do I mean by that? When we put bridge in inverted commas, I guess in simple terms, it means it's a bridge, but it's not a bridge. Yeah. That clear enough? Mm-hmm. Now, we're going to have 2 goes at this. The first go will probably be more fun. For the first go, what I want you to do is, a bridge is a bad bridge. Yeah, a bridge in inverted commas is a bad bridge. So the goal here is to go off and come up with some solutions to this problem, but I want them to be bad solutions, whatever that means to you. Yeah. So I don't want good solutions. I don't want things that you think, yeah, that'll be great, that'll work. I want bad solutions. Yeah. No other way to describe it other than bad solutions are the opposite of good solutions. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes, put you into groups, send you off, and come back with a nice long list of bad, ridiculous, stupid, it will never work solutions to the fact that the bridge has just fallen down. Okay?
Yeah.
So how many have we got?
9, including yourself.
Yeah, 9.
Oh, hang on, we have one more coming in.
Cool. So there's Maria. Hey, Maria.
Hi, sorry, late.
Okay, we're going to give you the 10-second version of the task, which we're about to send you off to do. So just let me quickly share this again. So the job here is, there's a bridge in Taiwan and it fell down. And we need a bridge, and we need a bridge in a hurry. But of course, no one can provide a bridge in a hurry. So initially what we need is a bridge in inverted commas, you know, which is something which is not a bridge, but is a bridge. And the challenge to you guys is to go off into little groups of 3 and to come up, have some fun coming up with really bad solutions to this problem, whatever that means to you. Okay, so I'll stop sharing again and I will breakout rooms. So 3 breakout rooms, sign automatically. Now, 3, 2, I thought we had 9 people. I'm seeing... Okay, yeah, so Joanne, will you just jump into a room there yourself? Yeah. And sure, what the hell, sure, it's the last day. I'll jump into a room too. Which one do you want?
Well, you might know all the answers.
Is there an answer? Okay, so Joanne, if you jump into room 3, I'll jump into room 2.
Sure.
Okay, and let me just quickly set my timer for 5 minutes. Okay, off we go. So, yeah, do you want to just unmute yourselves there and shout out some of the terribly bad solutions you came up to this collapsed bridge?
Put floaties on cars.
A halfway bridge that doesn't go anywhere.
Nice. So you just get half the experience, and that's
Yeah.
Cannonball people, kind of shoot them across.
nice.
And would spaghetti bridge or Lego bridge?
Yeah,
We had a zip wire.
cool.
Rubber dinghy. Maybe that's too good a solution.
Yeah. We had a bridge with two ends and no middle.
Yeah. You know,
So
that's
continue using the bridge. There's nothing really wrong with it. There's a bit of a dent, but you could still use it.
Yeah.
You couldn't get it past. There's no middle. You can't get over it.
Actually, it looked like it wasn't totally. So maybe just have to do a little bit of work in the middle, but you can have a nice little dip and,
gently on the middle piece.
yeah. I thought a biodegradable bridge was a great idea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it would last, what, a week maybe if it was made of food.
Yeah.
Laura had a great one, a bridge powered by unicorns, so you could only go over the bridge on a unicorn.
Nice. Yeah.
And that
But
fence.
Laura, that might work.
An ice bridge we thought was really,
So just kind of blast. Well, if you're going to make an ice bridge, you could just blast freeze the water and then
let it melt.
Slide across.
Yeah, just slide across. Yeah, just have these, I don't know, cans of freezing stuff.
Yeah, and that was another idea actually, an oily, slippery bridge that you just kind of take your chances on.
Yeah.
Or a bridge held up by balloons.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, yeah. There was that was when I was a kid. I was in Scouts, and they used, the new Scouts. They'd send you off to get ridiculous things. The older lads would send the younger lads off and say, "Go to the hardware store and get me a left-handed hammer, or get tin to try to paint." But the other one they always, and it sounded believable, was, "Can you get me a sky hook?" So just
Sky.
Or the daily weekly newspaper.
Yeah, the daily weekly newspaper. Cool. Okay, so it sounds like you all had lots of fun coming up with bad solutions. And I hope you all noticed that sometimes in the middle of all those bad solutions are surprisingly good solutions, or things that might just work, are not the worst place to start. So that's the value of going after bad solutions and it takes away the pressure. If I'd said to you, come up with good solutions to this, you would have, kind of like, oh, I got to come up with a good solution. And what's a good solution? Whereas when I say bad solutions, you just come back and say, hey, this is rubbish. But somewhere in that rubbish is maybe something really interesting. See, we have competing guitars and the see Stephanie. Have our
Not mine, I'm afraid. No.
I'd have guitars.
Maybe one day I'll learn.
Okay, so we're going to have one more go at this before I let you go. And how this is going to be is, this is the slightly more serious version. So a bridge is not a bridge, but more seriously, it's a way to do what a bridge does. Now, some of you may recognize this notion if you've heard of a thing called the jobs to do approach to innovation. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but the point of it is that you, instead of focusing on the thing that you have and what it does and what's great about it, is you ask yourself the question, what do the people that use this thing use it for? So in this case, we're going to look at this and say, okay, the bridge has come down. We need to solve this problem, but it's not one problem we're solving. We're solving a whole load of problems for a whole load of different people who use this bridge to do different things. So I want to, again, give you 5 minutes, go away, sketch out a list of people who you think might use this bridge and come up with alternate ways that they can solve this problem. Because they don't care about the bridge. They just want to get the thing that they want to get done. Okay? So slightly more serious thing, but it's still we're trying to say the solution to this is some kind of bridge in the sense that it does what a bridge does for a particular user. Okay, so stop doing that. Can we go back into the same breakout rooms? We can. We'll do this one. No, we'll do 5 minutes. We have time if you're okay. We're a little bit over, but so off we go. And here we are still, except in a different, bigger room. Oh,
They've all stuck around.
you're muted, Lorraine.
Actually, Shane, how are you finding innovation during these times? Because I'm doing a presentation in a couple of weeks, and I've been doing my not research as such. But the key thing with lockdown has been, there's 4 concerns with going back to hybrid working. Yep. So, which also hybrid brings a complexity. You're not 100% one or the other. But the key thing you're hearing is innovation has been impacted. It has been impacted now, and the concern about it with hybrid working.
That it's being impacted negatively.
That they see going back as well. That still could be the 4 areas that are of concern are graduates, trainees, needing kind of shadow innovation, women potentially, because if they take more of the positions at home, out of sight, out of mind. Yeah. And there's a 4th one I can't remember, but just that general informality when you're at the coffee machine, and you might pick up ideas or solutions to something.
Yeah, no, it's a fair point. I imagine there will be both positive and negative impacts. I mean, for me, I think one of the key bits of any innovation process is that there's trust in the room. But interestingly, as even this shows, I think we've all learned how to do that, even though we're remotely, and sometimes actually it's easy, to because you're in the comfort of your own home and you feel that sort of psychological safety is there to start with, rather than being put into the boardroom of your big corporate company and said, now be innovative. It's easier to do it when you're at home, I would think. So, jobs to be done for a bridge. What did we come up with?
An aeroplane or a boat.
Yep.
You could swim.
Yeah.
Good parachute, a paraglide.
Mm-hmm.
Windsurf, take an alternative route, use a car ferry, flying taxi, throw yourself out of a cannonball. You could just not go and use Zoom if you were going to meet somebody or phone them.
Yep.
You could use a hologram. You could go and fix the bridge.
Build a tunnel.
Pardon?
Build a tunnel.
Build a tunnel. We didn't get that one, no.
Yeah.
And then a transforming car that could turn into a bridge and then transform or glide across.
Chitty bang bang.
Yes.
Even or Bumblebee from the Transformers.
Yeah. The original Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is in the Bewley Motor Museum.
Is he? Love that movie.
Yeah. It's great. That's actually a great thing to go and see if you're ever in the south of England. It's an amazing collection of cars of all kinds, including amphibious cars, Chitty Chitty Bang Bangs, cars that broke the land speed record, and caravans and all sorts of stuff. Cool.
Where is that, Shane?
Say that again.
Where is it?
Bewley Motor Museum. It's in the south of England. I'm not sure exactly where. Somewhere down near the kind of New Forest, sort of Portsmouth kind of area. I was brought there as a kid by my aunt and uncle who lived down there. Geography isn't great. I just know it's somewhere in that area. Cool. All right. So any other thoughts on what people use a bridge for and interesting solutions to the absence of a bridge as a result?
Well, Colin had a good one about, if you can't cross it, swap, doctors, dentists, whatever things are on the other side with people on the other side.
Build a self-contained community.
Yeah. We said drones as well. You could use drones or robots to kind of go across or go over the bridge. What's left of it.
Or just fill in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or drain it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So I guess I hope you found from that the first exercise there sort of helped the second exercise. that, you know, getting into it in a playful, this doesn't matter kind of way opens your mind up to more possibilities. And then when you come back and say, okay, now let's be serious, that your seriousness isn't quite as serious as it might otherwise have been. And also your openness to what you can do is much broader. Yeah. So what I did there and said, put the bridge in inverted commas. That's the thing that I want you to take away from this, because it's just such a simple thing to remember, is when you're presented with a problem, or I need a thing to do this, or I need a whatever, a thing. If you just put that thing in your mind in inverted commas, or write it down on a page and put it in inverted commas, it straight away says it doesn't have to be the thing. It just has to solve the problem that the thing solves. Yeah. So just that simple act loosens the sense of what this is about. So given that this is our last session in this series, I want to loop this right back to where we started. So in the very first session, I challenged us all to think about the fact that a chair isn't fixed as a chair. That if we look at a chair and instead of saying that's the thing I sit on, instead we say it's used as a chair, and by implication then it could be used for other purposes. And then we went on and we looked at 100 uses for a milk carton, etc. But we started with the idea that things that we think of as fixed, we can allow them to be other things. And we're ending at the point of coming at this in the other way, the other direction of saying, the thing that used to do this, that I used to use, so the bridge that I used to use to cross this river, is no longer available to me. So can I reframe the solution to crossing the river as being something other than a bridge? Yeah. So a bridge can be something else can be a bridge, is the two sides of the equation that I'd like you to take away from this. And hopefully that closes the loop from something can be something else, to something can be lots of something else's, to the other thing we did was getting you guys out to try different things. And that's about loosening up the edges of yourselves so that you can be more flexible. Then we moved on and talked a bit about ideas and what they are, and introduced the idea that an idea is something that's exciting, that has an emotional charge. And then we had some fun playing with the fact that sometimes bad solutions can be good solutions. So that's a quick 30-second overview of the last 5 or 6 weeks. I hope it's been useful. I hope it has, if it has nudged your thinking just a little bit, that's what you should be aiming for, because keep that nudge alive, and over time it will grow. And you will feel that you're more flexible in yourself, more flexible in your approach to things. And when you really, really need to solve a difficult problem, you'll be ready for that. And when you just need to solve a small problem or have some fun doing something a little bit different, you can enjoy that too. Yeah. So my approach is when I can, in anything I do, try and put a little bit of time into at least exploring the possibility of doing something differently. And the more you do that, the more it just becomes a habit. And that habit then prepares you for when you need it.